What's going on, everybody? Adam here with the etrailer. Today on our 2021 Jeep Gladiator, we're going to be taking a look at the Pewag all-square snow tire chains. These are a ladder pattern style chain. They're going to be made of a manganese nickel alloy steel. They are going to have square links. So these are going to be a little bit more aggressive than some of those cable chains that you may be looking at, but it's going to be less aggressive than some of the V-bar or the studded truck chains. The V-bar chains can be used on-road and off-road, and so can these, but if you are going to go something more aggressive with the LT studded chains, those are only off-road. So this is going to give you a decent amount of traction, kind of the mid-level when it comes to traction. So if you are driving in your garage or your driveway with these, it's not really going to do a whole lot of damage to the ground like the studded chains would. So this, I think, is going to be a great all-around tire chain to get you unstuck whenever you need to. It does come in a pack of 2. Does have a pretty hefty canvas bag. I've seen some that are a little bit more flimsy, but I've also seen other that have a little bit more sturdy carrying case. But there's plenty of room in there to fit both of them, so you can put them both on the back. But if you do want to put them on all 4, you can just go ahead and grab 2 sets of these and it will work just fine. Doesn't really take a whole lot of time to get them installed, so if you stick around, we'll show you how. First things first, lay out the chains, make sure they're not tangled up or anything like that, and then there's 2 things we want to look at. One, this little link here, there's going to be a smooth side like you see here, and on the other side, we're going to have these 2 little guys here. It's a little bit more abrasive, so we're going to make sure that the smooth side is going to go towards our tire to prevent any unnecessary damage. Also with the cams, we want to make sure that those are going to be on the outside of the tire because we're going to have to access them later. But once you get all that figured out, what you want to do is grab the center of the chain and we can start draping it over our tire. We want to make sure it's nice and even front to back, but also left to right. So I need to come over a little bit more this way. And once that's all figured out, I will meet you around back to make our first connection. So on one side we're gonna have a hook, and then on the other side we're gonna see a series of links. So what you wanna do is find the best link for your tire. So I highly recommend doing this in your garage to figure it out. I'm gonna start with the 3rd from the end and see if that is good, but definitely try this in your garage so you're not figuring out which links are the best fit whenever you're stuck. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna meet you around front to make our second connection. Back out front, it is pretty much the same exact deal as the back. We're gonna have some links and a chain hook, and you can find a home for that. If you can get to the other link, do it. If not, we got the cams that'll tighten that up. So link that up. So we are pretty loose now, but you'll be surprised how much these cams do. So I always start with the top one. Just use the tool that comes with the kit. One there. One there. And one over here. And if that doesn't take out all the slack, or at least most of it, you might want to go ahead and try to get a closer link down low, either in the front or the back. But for right now, we're pretty much tight. So now all we need now is a rubber tensioner. They look like this, and if you just scroll down on the web page that you're on, it should be in the related parts section of that page. Just add them to your cart because they do not come with the kit. All we need to do is make sure that these hooks are going to be facing out away from the tires, just to prevent anything from scratching the sidewalls. And we do want to make sure we're nice and symmetrical with this, just to evenly distribute all the pressure that the tensioner is putting up on the chains. And once we get that done, one more step. What we want you to do is go in the vehicle, put in drive, roll over them a couple of times, come back out and make sure they're still nice and tight. If they are, we're ready to go. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Pewag all-square snow tire chains on our 2021 Jeep Gladiator.